Never good. Always gets the job done though, so sometimes a Starbucks stop, it just is what it is, man. Alright, so we gotta take my bars because I'm a degenerate and I don't ever do it myself.
They're absolutely janky.
And I've crashed it 3 times.
Can't have that on camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dalton for those of you that are new here, and I ride and race bikes, and this week I am bringing you another episode of Wednesday Weekly. This is a training vlog that I'm doing weekly, and I'm going to This is a training vlog that I'm doing weekly. I will be bringing you updates all the way up until the start of the 2022 race season. This week on the vlog, we're going to be talking about discipline and my complete lack of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this episode of Wednesday Weekly. Today is Sunday. Yesterday, as you guys saw, I cruised up to Orange County and I did the shoot with Lead Out. I was super stoked on that. Shout out to those boys. Had a great time. That was a blast. The big thing is I've realized that I will prioritize things that seem fun or entertaining for me over actually getting like the long endurance miles in that I'm supposed to. Personally, if something entertaining pops up, and it always does on Fridays and Saturdays, I sort of push training to the wayside. And now I realize that this is not going to yield good results. So for me, it's a little bit of a balancing act, I guess, in figuring out, you know, what things in my life are so important that I'm going to skip some training for them. And then how can I basically make up for that missed training? I take this seriously, obviously, and like I'm trying to be fit and fast and competitive in the cycling world. And now that's not necessarily easy when you're trying to also have a social life. I want to make sure that I'm enjoying my 20s, right? And if I spend my entire 20s just racing bikes, which is not even my career or profession, then I think that I would look back on cycling in general not as fondly as I would if, say, I balance the two and I continue to do the activities I really want to, but then also try and get that training in when I can. Nonetheless, today is Sunday. I'm going to get out, finish this burrito, and then I'm going to crank a ride and probably get 3 to 4 hours in, hopefully make up some of that time that I missed yesterday when I did the shoot and then went out in the evening instead. So that's the goal today. I will see you guys on the bike. Let's get to it.
So I was talking about how stoked I was on all this outdoor riding, basically saying that like, oh, I'm lacking discipline. And then as soon as I get back on the bike and I finally get outside, I'm like, damn, like I was really missing this. These 4 hours are cake. I could ride 10 hours like this. And then I get a flat. And then it reminds me, sometimes outdoor riding has its drawbacks as well. But dude, on days like this in San Diego, 60 degrees, sunny, it's a vibe.
All right, no good ride is complete without delicious coffee. Review on Bird Rock.
Shout out to Bird Rock, come and get your caffeine.
But the big thing here is I lost like an hour of footage on the GoPro, so now I'm filming on my phone, and that's probably gonna die. But I think what we discussed that was on camera that's not on camera anymore is discipline and your discipline. And you, I think, had talked about having a coach before.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you maintain discipline? Because I'm terrible at it. And you said get a coach.
Get a coach, but you can do it without a coach, right? Like establish a routine. Rituals are very emblematic of successful people, right? So establish something you do every day. Like I used to walk to the coffee shop down the street from me every morning and get an iced oat milk latte because that's how I knew that I was gonna like be productive for the first hour and a half, 2 hours of my day. Give yourself something. Give yourself a little carrot before you give yourself a carrot on the bike.
That's your trigger that puts you back in the mode.
Exactly.
That's
Get
a fair
something
point.
that kind of punches you in.
What is that smell? That's sage, right? Somebody's just like, ah, get these ghosts out of here. Nice, this guy's got to pull out in front of us, watch.
I love road bikes.
Yeah, boy.
I love being on 2 wheels.
All right, so I did want to include this because maybe trigger warning. We just passed an accident back down there. You can see the cars. Now, we passed and we're like, oh my God, what happened here? Holy crap. And then what happened was they hit a freaking deer. We're in San Diego. I didn't even know deer lived up here on Torrey Pines, but apparently they do, which is where we're at. But like, holy shit, that's something you don't see every day.
Just got home. I'll pick this up tomorrow. I got a third flat. My phone died. I turned it back on for like 2 seconds, tried to call an Uber, the map started loading and it died again. So then I couldn't call an Uber and I had to walk 4 miles. Super cool. So real quick guys, just to finish this thing up, the moral of the story really is that discipline looks different for every individual. So everybody is different. What you do to maintain your discipline is not necessarily what I'm gonna do to maintain my discipline. So at the end of the day, find what works for you, figure out a schedule and a way to keep things lined out. If that means you need to get a coach, if that means you just need to schedule things better, if that means you need to wake up earlier, whatever the situation is for you that works, make sure to do that so you can maintain discipline and attack that training and get it done. I'll see you guys again soon.